slaves. Slaves are meant to work with this around their neck for 18 hours every day. It will also be around their neck for 3 to 4 months while they are traveling. Or do you mind feeling the weight of the chain?
Like this for one person.
Yes. Is it
For
heavy?
male or female.
Both. Aside being heavy, you can also feel pain at the back of your neck. Three, four of them together with this size, they padlock it.
How
They
old?
make them sit under a tree. So they do perforate the lips with all time. The upper and jugular lips, they fix this. They will now force this into the end of the sleeve. This doesn't go in easily most of the time. So they have to force it down by breaking the bones here. They force this down to the wrist. Then they screw this up to the tendon. Hands being tied, they bend down. They drink like animals. And in the course of struggling, they push on their own local dialect. The trends here are over 500 years because slavery lasted here in Badagry for about 350 to 400 years. And Badagry during that period was known to be a slave corridor, a slave coast. Any slave captured from the hinterland, the Oyo Empire, were brought down into Badagry. Slaves captured from the eastern part were taken to Calabar. The one in Badagry is called the Vlekete slave market, established in the year 1502, and 300 slaves were sold there every market days. The one in Calabar, the young slave market, established in the year 1810, 100 slaves were sold there every market days. What we practice here is called the transatlantic slave trade because slaves taken from here were taken through the Atlantic Ocean. What they practice in the northern Nigeria is called the trans-Sahara trade because slaves taken from there were taken through the desert. Also, then we have two types of slaves. We have the domestic slave, the ones working in the house. The field slave, the ones working on the farm. Most times they castrate the male domestic slave for them not to impregnate the wife or the daughter of the master.
How do they castrate?
They castrate them like the way we castrate our animals. Remove their testes for them not to be able to
How they have to
reproduce.
do go through surgery?
No, no, no. They remove their testes. No surgery. There's no surgery then.
What do they do? Like remove they
The
use knife to
bones,
cut it
something like that.
and it will be very painful.
Yes, it's very painful.
And what if the person die?
That's the end. The female domestic slave, they use them as witness because the white man will not want the breast of his own wife to lose shape or to sag. So when they discover that their wife is pregnant, they will impregnate the black woman working with them in the house. She will now be the one to breastfeed the white baby. They most time kill the baby of the black or give it to the woman in the farm to breastfeed. Slave trade was now finally abolished here in Badagry with the help of the man buried here called Chief Mobee. He died on the 16th of October 1893. During his own period, the trade stopped, but his father was involved with the trade. The father of Chief Mobee was one of the middlemen between the white and the black. The father buys slaves from his fellow black and he sells to the whites. And whenever the white comes, the father of the man buried here do offer them kola nuts. Yoruba call kola nuts obi. So he tells them, Oyinbo and Mobee, meaning my white friend pick kola nuts eat. They keep hearing me say that word Mobee, 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 Mobee. They gave him a nickname, Mobee. The family now adopted the name as their family name. Mobee is a chieftaincy title here in Badagry today. But Chief Mobee here did not like the business his father was into. He saw that they've signed a treaty of abolition of slave trade in the year 1852. His father was among those that signed to the treaty, but the trade was still going on illegally. The man buried here now waged war against the Portuguese in the year 1888, and he sees the last vessel of ship leaving Badagry, and these were the real chains around the neck of the slave. And this is called the neck lock. This was used on the neck of slaves. Slaves are meant to walk with this around their neck for 18 hours every day. It will also be around their neck for 3 to 4 months while they are traveling. Or do you mind feeling the weight of the chain? How is it, ma?
Like this for one person.
Yes. Is it
For
heavy?
male or female.
Both. Aside being heavy, you can also feel pain at the back of your neck. We call this the light chain, and this was used for the children of the slaves, for them not to be playing in the farm so as not to disturb the parents from working, to scatter what the parent has planted, to uproot it. They now gather the children together and train them, about 3, 4 of them together with this size. They padlock it.
How
They
old?
make them sit under a tree. For children, the one with little wrists, then they bring their wrists together, then they padlock it. And slaves working in the farm, they were usually not allowed to communicate and to talk and to eat rather. The masters are afraid that while they are working in the farm and they are communicating in their local dialect, they can plan on how to attack their master. So they do perforate the lips with hot iron. The upper and jugular lips, they fix this and pull out the lips, then they padlock it like this and like that. All this was a torture weapon, and this was used for stubborn slaves who disobey his master or who fails to work on the farm. To make such slave climb the platform, they will now force this into the hand of the slave. This doesn't go in easily most of the time. So they have to force it down by breaking the bones here. They force it down to the wrist. Then they screw this up to a tender thread and suspend the slave leg from the ground. The slave will not be hanging, being pain. And because of this, so most of them die. The most time do this in the farm, so it will serve as a deterrent to other slaves working inside the farm. And they don't bear name in that period, they bear their master's name. That is why in some places in Lagos and Abeokuta will come across some Yoruba with foreign surnames, Smith, Pedro, Williams, Cole, Da Silva, Darusha.
Surnames, eh?
Yes, these are the names their masters bear. They
So
bear
those
their
ones are
master's name.
slaves,
Yes,
defendants.
yes. For the masters to be able to identify the slaves, they put this in fire. And when this is red hot, they use this to write the name of the master on the body of the slave. Another function is to pierce the lips so as to padlock it. The last function is to pierce the foot of stubborn slaves who try to escape walking inside the farm. And this is called the ankle lock, and this was used on the leg of two slaves. Two slaves are meant to walk with this around their leg at the same time, a right foot and a left foot, and they padlock it.
It's
And most
much.
times it's really difficult for the leg of two slaves, so they were meant to drag feet how they were walking. And as at that period, this was the money that was spent during that period. We call this cowries. But this was only recognized as money among the black. The whites didn't see this as a means of exchange, and that led to the introduction of trade by barter. So they bring in items, gun, gunpowder, mirror, cotton, tobacco, dry gin, cannon gun, sugar, iron, cotton, in exchange of slaves for a bottle of gin, 10 slaves for a dry gin. This cannon gun, this size for 40 slaves.
This was also used then.
Yes, this is for 40 slaves, the bigger size 100 slaves. And why do we need the cannon gun? They brought it so we could use this to wage war among ourselves in order to capture more slaves and sell back to the whites. And using the cannon gun, you need a gunpowder. It's also in exchange of more slaves. So this here is the slave drinking water
What's
bowl.
this?
It's just an artwork. Okay. This here is the slave drinking water bowl. And
Where they
about
drink water.
and about 40 to 50 slaves were meant to drink water from the bowl. At the same time, with their hands being tied, they bend down, they drink like animals. And in the course of struggling, they push one another and get caught by the edge, and blood drips into the water. They have no choice. They keep drinking like that because they have access to food and water just once in a day. That is all what we have for you at the Mobee Museum. You're welcome once again, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Instruments, they are called ajogon, and they are played by the royal families here in Badago. Whenever they have a coronation ceremony, the wives of the chiefs use this as a musical instrument, singing in our own local dialect. While this has different sound.
And this man is buried here.
Yes.
Families sell their own children or they just go
At
out.
times as collateral, when you owe a person, when you are owing someone, and okay, if you are unable to pay back, I'll take your wife, your children as slaves. And at times intertribal war, when two tribes fight, the
Fights.
war victim will be captured as slaves. So they have different ways of getting slaves back then.